Hello and welcome again to the Code Maven channel. Hi Ivett, how are you?
Hi.
So we are back with Ivett working on her project in React JS, and in this time we are going to switch what?
Roles.
Roles, yeah. I'm going to switch roles, and I'm going to be the one typing, and you're going to tell me what to do. Not that earlier it was like you were doing both, and now you're going to.
Yeah, I was a driver and the navigator, so
Yeah.
let's try to switch. Let's
At least
separate the roles.
Yeah.
And this time you're driving, and I will keep the navigator role.
Okay. So let me share the screen, and then while I'm sharing the screen, so I have it here, the Visual Studio Code. But what I wanted to show you before is that, well, not for you, Ivett, because you know this. This is your YouTube channel. It's called Cup of Code, and I'm going to link to it as well. So please also follow this channel. That's where Ivett is sharing her videos. And of course, follow the channel where you will find this video. That's my channel, the Code Maven channel. Okay. Good. Let me close this. This is just the link to the repository, but I already had it cloned here, basically, and I have it in the editor opened, basically. So
okay.
What now?
Yeah, so last time we left off while working on some function that would change state. So it's in source.
I think we should first make sure that I can run this on my computer.
Yeah, true.
Because I haven't done any of this. So I guess I do. I think I know. I have npm installed here.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
That's probably gonna help.
Okay. No, I'm really. I'm trying to do all kind of things at the same time, all kind of languages, and including JavaScript, and then sort of start to remember stuff, but it still takes time. And actually, I have just the day after I last week when we started to work, I also started another project, or actually joined another project that's also written in React. React, and the backend there is written in Python. So we worked on that, and tomorrow we are going to work. We'll continue this other project. So slowly I might learn a little bit about React and npm. Okay, so here we are, and then I can just npm
start. I guess
start dev or start.
I think start.
Start.
I can check because I actually use the IntelliJ integrations. So yeah, npm start.
Yeah. So it started, but I'm not sure if it's this. This is the one that is reloading, but then we'll see.
We'll see. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. It is. It's very familiar. You can try it and draw a card. So just that we see there was a button there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that seems to work. And we can also add a player so far. So if you type Gabor and that player, that should work. Yep. And we were at the point where we wanted to make those buttons work, right?
To do something, right?
Yeah, make them do something.
Okay. We might need the console as well here, right? I don't know. I'm not a really, I haven't done any real front-end thing. Or what I did is horrible, so.
Okay, well, I'm also a backend developer, by the way. So most of my life I've been working on optimizing backend algorithms. So yeah, this is not really my cup of tea, so to say.
Okay, well, it sounded and looked like you know what you're doing. So
okay. I did a couple of hobby projects in React, so that's all my knowledge. So where we were stuck last time was writing the function that was going to be called when we press one of those special card buttons, right? If you go back to the other view, yeah, the browser, then here we have this broadcast button, and that should be, it should be possible to press it only once. So it should go away once you press it again. So if you go back to the, so here, if you scroll down a bit,
was it here?
I think it was in app.js. If you scroll down a bit, like, here is the function that we started, right? Oh, you moved it.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so this is the function that we were about to write.
Okay.
And basically what we need to do is change the state, which is right now, it looks like this here. So that was our state. And what we need to do is find the player whose name or ID is passed. I'm not sure if we passed in, oh no, we passed in the entire player. So we should find another player in the players array that has the same name, and then modify its modifiers so that it becomes like so that we remove that one card that so far we have.
Right.
So yeah, how do we do that?
I guess so. We have this function, and then this is what actually happened. So let me go back here. When I clicked on this one, I saw that it's gonna print.
Yeah, this is the two parameters that we get, right?
I saw that use modifier will call this function, and it doesn't play.
Yeah.
Wait.
It worked for plus 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it doesn't work for skip.
That's interesting.
Maybe we didn't add it there when we created these buttons, or these are where are the buttons? These are the players.
Yeah, I think the buttons are in the player JS.
You know what? Wait a second. What happened if I click first on this one? No, still not. I thought that maybe it's just like the first one.
And what if you press the +5 button multiple times?
Yeah.
Okay, so just the +5 works. And that's probably because let's look at player.js. It's here.
Yeah, because we didn't add the on click. Okay, so that's not very surprising that.
Yeah, then it is not. Okay. So maybe we should also add that, right?
Shall I just copy paste these?
Yeah, let's do that and just fix the.
So this is the button. Okay, so I'll just
click and just update the modifier name.
Okay, button. Okay, and then this is a broadcast question. So it should be not +5. It's the full name. So it is like broadcast question, right? And the other one is the skip, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So now if everything works fine, it's screaming at me. Now this should work. Okay, it works.
Great.
Okay, good.
Sounds good. Okay.
Better now. You see, this is, okay. This is driving me crazy. Now I have both of them, okay. It's closing. Okay, so where is it? It's here. Okay, so now it's doing this.
So the part where we got stuck last time was that I tried to modify the players array directly, and I kind of forgot that it's not legal to do that in React. You are not supposed to modify the state directly. You have to use the set state function and set state or set players.
Set players, right?
Yeah, set players.
I have to call set players here.
Yeah, but to set players, we have to first create the new players array based on the old one. And probably the easiest way would be to map through the players array. Find the player that has
something like this, right?
Like if the player ID is not equal to the player that we got in the or the player that we are currently looking at.
Okay, so how do I write it?
Okay.
Okay.
So what you need is parentheses p parentheses so that we take an argument from the map. Make it just p because we already have a player there, so it has to be different. So use just p this player. Okay, that's how it works. But
yeah,
then
I was just editing one of my applications where I had these variable names E and P and T and horrible. So
yeah, true. Okay, so but if you are using this player, then please use camel case and not snake case.
Okay. So this one or also T, capital T?
No, it's fine like this. Okay.
Okay.
And then what we should do is if this player dot ID equals player.id. Okay, and then we will do something else. We are going to fill that in a minute. Else return this player.
Right.
This player.
And the whole sorry.
No, this player. Yeah.
Well,
okay, and then
this is not really good. The word is here, and all this we are assigning to something new, right?
Sorry.
We are assigning to a new variable.
Or we can just call set players with this argument.
Okay.
And then we don't have to add variables. Okay. And now we just missed the first part. What do we return when this player equals player?
Let me see if this works.
Okay.
So this
okay, we get an undefined because we should return something there, right? So we could one thing we could do is just say that we return
null.
Well, null, that wouldn't be good because then React will crash, I guess. But we can try. I don't know what happens if there is a null. Let's see what happens. Just curious.
Actually, we should use grep here, not map.
No, because in the end we do want to return something. So other option is you just return this player here as well, and then
null.
Let's try now. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Well, it didn't like
it. Failed to compile because for some reason it doesn't allow null.
Is null in JavaScript? I don't know.
Oh, because you wrote return instead of return.
Okay.
Okay, let's see now. Oh, wow. Okay. Missing semicolon.
It's still missing semicolon, but...
Where? Yeah, so probably it's because that you have one too many parentheses there. No,
I don't think so. This is the closing of the here is missing.
Why?
I don't know if that was the problem, but apparently that's what it didn't like.
What did you change?
Here at the end, here it was missing a semicolon.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's see what happens if you press the button now.
I don't have buttons now.
Yeah, we just create the player because we reloaded and lost the player.
Right. Forgot that.
And what happens if you press it now? Okay, so it worked, but if player is new, that actually doesn't work.
Yeah.
So we have to actually do that player. So And here's the thing, because we have to somehow create a player that is almost the same, but with different modifiers. And one way to do that is just say like curly brace and then dot player. That will disassemble the player. And
wait a second. Okay, so this is the whole, sorry, this is the full player. It's not just the button. So it's a full player, right?
It's
so,
the full player.
So
yeah,
here,
it's actually the player data. Yeah.
So here too, we are going to return a player.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is basically the current player minus the specific modifier.
Yeah, exactly.
We can set it to 0, right? The modifier.
Yeah, that's the point. That's what we are trying to do.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying that you should say, like, instead of null. No, instead of null.
Okay.
You can open a curly brace. Yeah, and then say ... player.
Sorry, wait a second. I'll just try to move it in center. Okay. Player.
So what this does is it takes all of the members of player and one by one puts it into the object. Mm-hmm. And now we can overwrite one of those by saying a comma and modifiers. Yeah. And now for now, use a double clone and then just copy the modifiers from up there. And for now, just write 0 for each 3. This will make all 3 disappear at once, but as a first step, we can at least test this. Okay, let's see what happens if you do that. Okay.
Okay.
And it works. All buttons are gone. Okay, so now we have to be a little more clever, right? Because until now we had so we have to somehow, instead of returning 0, we have to somehow be clever and only return that specific value minus 1 for each. And how do we do that? Ooh, I have an idea.
I guess we need also here the, wait, it's not, it's, where is it? It's here. I'll take the modifiers and unwrap them as well. So you're gone now, but okay. And I can't hear you now.
Sorry, I'm back. I just had some technical issues.
No problem. I'm just thinking here. Player
modifiers.
Player modifiers, and then comma, and then whatever modifier we have should be 0. Let's say. Okay. Mm-hmm. Instead of DDD, what is the name of the modifier?
It's the modifier name. So you can just say modifier.
Okay, name. It's here. Okay, modifier name. Modifier name. Right.
Oh, but that won't work because now it thinks that we mean modifier name and not the variable modifier name.
Okay.
How can we do this?
Isn't that in if you put in curlies? Isn't that what this does?
Nah. Or maybe we can try, but I'm not sure. Oh, and you actually have to add more quick curlies here.
This?
Yeah, and it should be closed here. Yeah, exactly. Okay. But it still doesn't work, and it already says that it's not correct. So, oh, we have some other errors as well. You have to close.
I think I have too many.
I think you have too many. Okay. But it's still not okay. Maybe remove the curlies here for modifier name.
Sorry?
Remove the curly there. Yeah. Okay. And for now, just say skip. Just out of curiosity.
Instead of modifier name to put skip?
Just say explicitly skip, yeah.
Okay. So, no.
Uh-oh.
Parsing error expect token expected, comma, somewhere.
Okay. So we disassemble the player and then the modifiers. And then override skip 0.
Wait a second. Here, after this I need this.
Oh, actually, we don't need this this semicolon here. That's gonna be the problem. Look at it now.
Okay.
Okay. Add the player.
Okay. Let's switch players.
Okay, and then press skip.
Okay. So skip is gone.
Skip is gone. Great. So now we can actually. So the trick is, how do we make this a variable and not just a static thing? Is it even possible?
I don't know. I think I saw something like this, but I have no idea if I saw this, but apparently not, because it's complaining me all over the
Let me see if I can find Java or TypeScript.
In any case, yeah. In any case, I probably wouldn't put here 0. I would probably want to modify the current value -1. Not sure. I mean,
sorry, I'm not sure if I understand. What did he say?
So if we are already using, we have true and false in JavaScript, right? Or are we using 0 and 1? So if these buttons are on off, then they probably shouldn't use 1 and 0, but true and false, right? And if we are already using numbers, then we should probably decrease it by 1.
Yeah, that would be the goal. So what I would say is, instead of 0, say player.modifiers.skip -1, right? That would be. Or actually, you can actually say modifier name instead of skip.
Sorry?
Here, you can say, here, instead of this, say just modifier name, because there it works.
Okay.
And the trick is, how do we do the same here?
So.
Without quotes, yeah.
So, I mean, okay, this is very, I don't know. I would probably just copy the content of the modifiers and change it, and that's it, and then use it. So I would probably here create a variable, which is a copy of the modifiers.
I just found it. You just have to do square brackets around skip, and then so instead of skip, write square brackets modifier name. Yeah, let's try it this way.
If I click on this one, well, the broadcast disappeared, and now that seems to work.
Okay.
Skip disappears, broadcast disappears, file disappears.
Done.
Okay. Good.
Done. Okay.
Shall I don't know, commit something?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's commit because this works.
Git CO -b. So just one big branch of everything?
I usually just commit everything to master.
Yeah, but I won't be able to push it out. So I'll create a branch, I push it.
Okay.
And then I will send you a pull request.
Or I can add you as a collaborator, and then you don't have to push to branch.
As you like.
Okay, I'm gonna add you as a collaborator then.
Okay, good. So git add git
Comment.
diff stage.
Oh,
What did we
okay.
now? Just wanted to see what we did.
Mhm.
So the packer, this one changed. The package lock also changed. That's okay.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And then this. Okay. Git make the this. Okay.
Okay. So what's next?
Okay, you're not into testing, right?
Yeah, I mean, we can write tests.
Whatever. Your call. Your call. What's next? So, I personally really like writing tests because I feel safer that way. But we can go on. I mean, it's your call. What we are doing.
I like writing tests. Don't get me wrong, but when I'm prototyping, I usually don't.
Yeah, sure.
And once the prototype is proven to be useful, then I tend to go back and write the test afterwards.
Fair enough.
Because I would rather see this actually be tested by users first and see if they actually need it, so that we don't put extra work into it if it's not needed.
Okay.
Okay, so what should be our next feature? So yeah, for now, actually, the next logical thing would be the counter that counts your time, because you have 5 minutes, right? And what we want to do is when someone presses the draw card button, then the timer should start and then stop when it's at 0.
Yeah.
And then when someone presses draw card again, then it should reset to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we have that plus 5 minutes button. We can use that and just update it later on.
By the way, if I draw a card, right now I think we are just having it randomly get one of the cards, so the same card can repeat several times for the same user.
Yeah, that's true.
Do we want to make this that like it will be unique for at least each user, or what is the?
Good question. I mean, I think that's a feature that we can come to later, because I already have seen the questions and there are a lot of questions. I don't think it's likely that someone would get the same question twice. And if they do, they can still press the button again. So doesn't sound like a critical feature. The counting of time is a more critical feature.
So what is skip used for if we can just draw a new card?
So skip is actually just
going by turn.
So with skip, the thing is that it's ready, because the only thing it is used for is to keep track of who used the skip card. And when someone uses skip card, they just don't have to answer the question, and the next player will. When we start
my turn, it's not skipping the card; it's skipping my turn.
Exactly.
Okay. Good.
So we don't have to use that work on that. Neither do we have to work on the broadcast, because that's all about, I'm going to ask everyone else to answer this question as well. So, there we actually will need to make sure that we restart the counter a couple of times. But to have any kind of meaningful progress, first we actually need to implement the timer.
Okay. And one more question here before the timer. We have these warnings here.
Yeah. Prototype is read-only. Properties should not be added. No extend native. So this is. This warning is about the fact that we are monkey patching somewhere, and it doesn't.
That's
like
the first
it.
one is line 8 here.
Yeah, and actually we turned that check off before, and I think this is what we accidentally committed. I didn't really know what it was, that change, and maybe it was what turned this check back on. So can we actually look at the last commit for a second? What was it?
This was the
so option.
But that's in the package.
No.
I think it's something you turned off in your editor.
Yeah, I don't think it's the editor because we see it in the browser, but maybe it has something to do.
Okay, sure.
Okay. How do we do that? One way is to ignore that.
I mean, I don't mind
warning for now, and we will get back to it and find out how to turn it off, because I really like monkey patching array in this case because it makes sense. I wouldn't want to, but I don't want to spend too much time researching that. I will actually find out and
no problem.
Okay.
And this one?
So, oh, that one is easy. That one is just because we use the double equals. We just have to fix that one. It's here on line 45. You just use a triple equals extent. Yeah, that's it. And then it's gone.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
That one is gone.
Okay,
yeah, and the other one, I'm gonna find it out how to turn it off. It's really not that important.
I mean, okay. So we counter. We do something with a counter.
Yeah. So we have to create some kind of a timer, and probably the best way to do this would be to create a new component. So how about we create a new timer component?
Okay.
So for that, you have to create a new JavaScript file, timer.js.
Okay, just save it with capital T.
Yeah, exactly. And then if you look at, say, player.js, then you can find out how to do that. So we need React from React, and
let's just copy paste everything, and then I can start. So I guess I need this timer.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need parameters, I guess.
We don't need the player.
Or wait. We do need something though. No. Okay, for now, let's not have any variables. Okay.
Yeah, and we don't need
and for now, just write 0:00 with an h1, so that instead of b, so that it's big. Yeah. Okay, and then remove the curly braces from the function code there on line 3. We don't. No. The other curly braces.
Inside is okay.
Inside there, yeah, there. Okay, and then this should be yeah, and export default timer instead of player. Okay, and let's include that below the card component.
By the way, I don't think that H1 is a good idea, right? Because H1 should be only one. There should be only one. No. Okay.
You can use H2 if you think that's better.
I like H2 better. Thank you.
Okay. Or we can use a div and format it later. Actually, that would be like the nice thing to do.
Right.
Correct.
You can also give it an ID. No,
for now. We don't need that for now. Okay. Let's just look at this like this, and now in app.js you can just put that component in. right after.
I have to import it now first, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I know these things already. I have to import something.
You're starting
timer
to
from
get
and
some...
then /timer.
Exactly.
And there's no semicolon here. There could be. Should be, no?
Okay. Well,
looks better.
Yeah, looks better. Okay. And now go back down to the place where we return. Yeah, and after card, just include timer. And that's it. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Okay, there we have the timer. Great.
Okay.
And now we should start doing something about it. Okay.
So when you click on the draw card, then you start the timer, right?
Yeah. And I'm thinking how we should do that. Like how should the component be notified that it should restart? What we could do is pass in a prop with now, but like that doesn't feel okay to me. It feels dirty.
A prop? What is a prop?
Yeah. So you have in, okay, let's look at one of our components like card.js, right? So here you have that parameter that comes in this case, the text. That's a prop because you have state and prop. State is whatever is encapsulated within a component. It's just the current state of that component. And this component is stateless because we don't have state, right? And the parameter or a prop is whatever is passed into the component. And if you look at app.js, you can see how that works. So we have this text here. And in app.js, if you check out the card on line 72, then there you have the text equals some. Yeah. So those are props. So there are two options that we can do here. One option is that we say that we have a prop with a specific time until which we are counting down. Actually, we could make this. Okay, can you rename timer to countdown timer? Yeah, and everywhere else.
Yeah, okay. I guess there is some way to make it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
But there's probably a way to do everything like this very nicely.
Yeah.
With one click, but I don't know the editor so well. Okay.
Yeah. So now that we have the countdown timer,
let's see if it still works.
No, it doesn't, because somewhere on app.js countdown timer is not defined. Because of the import, right?
One part, it's
yeah.
Still.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Because now it makes sense to have a prop that's, I don't know, it should be destination time or countdown until, I don't know, what would be a good name for this? The time until which we are counting down.
Remaining time?
No, because that's how much time we have left. But what I'm saying is like a unique timestamp of a future time until we are counting down.
Whatever. Start, reset, timer, stopwatch. No, it's not that.
Or countdown to, or just timestamp, and then later we will find a better name for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's use timestamp for now, and It's not nice, but timestamp. Yeah. And timestamp should be equal to, well, 0 for now. Hard code 0. It doesn't work like that. Why? Because we don't have a timestamp prop in the content timer, so we have to actually add that prop. So you have the curly braces and then timestamp. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And now if I save this, the other one is still red.
Why? Because we didn't say that it's an integer. So we also have to say that it's an integer, I guess.
Okay, here.
Yeah, and it's
before
double colon and then integer or something like that.
Like this?
Yeah, and I think it's with large I. And you have to type the entire name. So it's just integer, actually.
The full name.
Yeah.
Not just int.
At least I hope that's why it's. And no, it's not. And is it saying anything why it doesn't like it?
No idea. Where should it say?
Doesn't complain about any messages or whatever. If you bring the mouse over, maybe it will tell us. Okay, expected. Okay. So you have to actually
even if it's not if it's not a variable. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Now that works. Okay. So we have a timestamp there now, and now what we could do is we could say that.
So this should be the.
Yeah, but it should actually be. First, let's not worry about minutes. Let's just return seconds.
Okay.
And let's say that it's timestamp. Sorry, timestamp minus, and let's get the current timestamp.
Minus new date. Or what?
Yeah, probably new date dot timestamp or something like that. JavaScript.
There is a timestamp, something called. Okay. And so what's now? What does it look like? Timestamp is not defined.
Yeah, probably it's a function.
Complains about this timestamp, not the one in the date time. Timestamp, I wrote it timestamp. I wrote it correctly. Should it be in curlies here?
And
that's how you wrote it here as well.
Yeah, it definitely should be in curlies, yeah. But for now, it's just gonna say 0. If you
but it complains about us.
Oh, maybe you don't need the colon integer there, as I thought. Let's remove that there. Okay, let's see now.
Looks better.
Okay, looks better. Okay.
And now if
we
back this one.
Yeah. Yeah, but it should be new date in parentheses dot timestamp.
This.
Or new date now, maybe. Or you can just use date dot now parentheses.
This whole thing should be parentheses, no?
You don't even need new. You just say date dot now dot timestamp. And now should have a call parentheses after it. So now parentheses dot.
Now is also a function.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So let's see now. Okay, still doesn't work. Timestamp
is not a function.
Okay, get time is a function, but that
no, but it's none now. It's an object. It's an attribute. So there is.
Or you can just divide by 1,000. I'm just checking the so date now / 1,000, because if you divide date now, then it will convert to timestamp, and then yeah, it works.
Okay. It's very negative, but
yeah, it's very negative. It's
a current timestamp. I guess this is the epoch, right?
Yeah, it's since the time since the epoch -1 times -1. But we should actually, so the first thing that we could do is whenever this is smaller than 0, then just display 0:00, right? So how about we extract this into a function, or sorry, a variable. So this expression that we have, let's extract that into a variable. Seconds, let seconds left, or no, const seconds left. Yeah, and then and then here we can say seconds left smaller than 0, or no, larger than 0. Then question mark, and let's make this a string 1:00, and the other option is 0:00, just to see that if it's negative or not. And then yeah, okay. Okay, well, fine.
Now 0:00.
That's fine. And now what we could do is, yeah, it works.
It still works.
So now what we could do is whenever someone presses the draw card button, then we are going to pass into the prop of the card. Okay, so if you go to app.js, because now I want to fill in this timestamp so that we actually have something to work with. And what I'm thinking is
you add the current time plus the whatever time you want to.
Yeah, we add just 5 minutes to, so we are going to get the current time.
Like
but for that, we actually have to go into the draw card button, because that's when we want to update, right?
Right, but
we actually need, okay, we need to add a new state, because until now we didn't have a state for the end of the current term. Basically, that's the timestamp for the end of the current term. So maybe let's create first a new state here.
Okay. So it's just, where is my cursor? Here. Like this. And
then it's the end of current turn.
And of.
Yeah, and set end of current turn. And it should be 0 by default.
So it's
the current turn until we created the first turn, until then the current turn ended back in 1970. That's what we are saying.
Okay, so it's being ended now. It's
in the state of being over. And now we can use the end of current turn instead of 0 in the prop for the.
So when you see the draw card, then first of all you call set end of current turn. So say one, right?
Okay, let's start with that. But let's make it not 1, but date.now /1000 plus 90. So that
date now.
Oh no, date now plus 19,000. Sorry, 90,000.
90.
So that would be 90 seconds, right? Because it's the date.now.
So I would write in seconds.
Yeah, but date.now is
okay,
returning.
So this is okay, right, okay.
But you can write 90 times 1,000.
Yeah, that's sort of the style I'll write normally, because otherwise I don't understand what is this 90,000. So
yeah, I agree. This is actually a good move. Okay, so now we have that, and now we go back down to the render part. And we can say that the timestamp there, instead of 0, it should be end of current turn.
Okay. So if I show a card, then it says 1.
Exactly. So that works. Okay.
Oh, because now it's positive.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now we have to make sure that it keeps updating. And this is the tricky part, because we actually have to force this to re-render all the time. So
I guess there is something like this in React, not just the regular JavaScript.
Yeah, I would use a set interval.
Okay.
Only trick is that if we use set interval, we need to clean that up. Because unless we clean it up, we would leak memory by creating a new interval every time, right?
Okay.
So yeah, okay.
Well, when it reaches 0, it can stop updating, or when it reaches.
Yeah, that's also true. But even if it doesn't reach 0, we still need to clean it up. So okay. Sorry.
So when you start a new one, then you have to check if there is an old one, right?
That's also a way.
Because otherwise, so when do we need to clean it up? Either when it reaches 0.
Basically, the easiest way is, if you don't care about if it reaches 0, we just clean it up when the component is unmounted. And actually, there is a way to do that, because let me see.
Okay, I don't understand. What do you mean by component is unmounted? But
yeah, there was this React cheat sheet that we used last time.
Yeah, there was. I don't remember where it is now, but it's in the blog post, I think.
Yeah, but maybe I can find it. What's a hook? Declaring state variable, reading state, using state, recap.
Where's the browser? Here's the browser.
Let me see. Hook cleanup. React hook cleanup. Okay.
Oh, there's a typo. Okay, whatever.
Okay, effects using effects using hooks, and then we need effects with cleanup. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so what we do, actually, I'm gonna share screen for a second, if you don't mind.
Okay, stop sharing.
Okay, so here is the thing that I found for us. So this is how you do it. You essentially call a use effect function, which will have
This function. Can you remove the highlighting, please? So I can use effect. Okay.
And handle status change. And then you return. Yeah. So basically the use effect is going to run when the component is mounted. So this function will be run when the component is mounted. And then in the return, we can return a function that cleans up whatever we set up. So in the use effect, we are going to set up an interval that will keep our state variable updated. And then in the cleanup, we are going to stop that interval. And that's all.
Okay. Can you share this link, please?
Yeah, sure. There it is.
Okay. And I'm sharing the screen now, not yet. Now I'm going to share the screen. Okay. So okay. Where do I put this use effect? So I just add it in the before the rendering part.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Somewhere. Where, right? What did I do? Okay, it's here.
It just removed new lines, and because of that, that comment is actually longer than it should be. The document, yeah. Maybe just copy that part. Okay.
And then I'll close it here. That's for now.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh, and we need to do this in the countdown timer, right?
In the
countdown timer.
In this one? In this one?
Yeah, in this one, yeah.
Okay, so inside here. Okay.
Okay.
And then now we have the variables, right? So wait a second. This is updating something. So here we can update the time.
Or we can, the use effect is we can create the set interval here, essentially.
Inside, we create.
Yeah, inside the function, you say let I don't know how we should code. Like let handle timer handle. Yeah, timer handle equals set interval. It's I think it's a camel case. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. And then we will for now let's just have an empty function. So
what is it?
Parentheses, and fat arrow. Like normal parentheses, not curly.
Right. Okay.
And then just curly braces.
In there the curlies. Okay.
Yeah,
and here's the time, which is 1,000, I guess, right?
Yeah.
It's 1 second.
Yeah, exactly. And then we can then return a function, basically a lambda function that will
from here
clear interval and use the timer handle for clearing that interval.
Okay, so we go.
No. First you need to return.
And the whole thing is returned as a function, right? So
yeah, exactly, as a lambda function.
And the whole thing is just returned like this.
Yeah, exactly.
With proper indentation.
Yeah, and actually we can use const instead of lat. Sorry about that. Yeah. Now
it's the handler, it's not the time itself. Okay.
Yeah, and now we can actually for now just say in the function there, just say console log running, just to test if this works. Okay, let's see what happens. Use effect is not defined. Oh, because we have to import it, I guess. Yeah, from React you have to import it.
So it wants to we
just need to import the use effect. We don't need the use state.
Okay.
Oh, so we are going to need it. So just put it back there because the next thing we are going to do is to create a state.
Okay. So hopefully this will help.
Yep, it does, and it's running. And yeah, it's
counting here.
Counting,
yeah,
exactly. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
It's already running. So it's not. I mean, it should also just only start running when we click on them.
No, that's the trick. It's constantly running, because when the timer when this countdown timer appears, it immediately mounts.
Okay, so yeah, I understand that. So basically, we're going to have one counter all the time, and we'll just throw some number, and then we'll just keep counting, and then we won't start a new counter for each time when you draw a card, and that's how you solve it.
So now what I would do is to write this function here.
Okay. Now we got disconnected.
I'm back.
Okay.
I just had a network issue. So let's create a separate function above use effect. That is this or render time, whatever, render time remaining, and then we can just calculate that whatever should appear here in the return.
Shouldn't be just one less than? I mean, seconds left, timestamp. Wait now. Okay, so where do we put this function here? Inside?
Or... Yeah, so what I was thinking is like, yeah, it should be something like const update, whatever. Okay. Update timer. Okay. And then equals and create a lambda function. And yeah. Okay. And then we can replace in the interval, you can just write update timer instead of this whole lambda function there. Yeah. And now let's create a new state.
Okay, which is
so using the use state function, we say const.
I don't remember how to do this, so well, copy paste.
Yeah. Okay, and
what do we need there?
Time remaining. I would say time remaining and set time remaining.
So what is the difference between seconds left and time remaining?
Yeah, we will find a better naming there. But actually we won't need that seconds left in a minute. We are going to get rid of that.
Okay. So time remaining.
Mm-hmm. And now what we can do is here in the update timer, instead of console log running, just say set timer remaining and set it to the seconds left expression.
So we set the timer remaining to the seconds left.
Actually, you can just take that timestamp minus date dot now and paste it in. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And you can remove that for fourth line. Yeah, we don't need that anymore. And now you can, instead of seconds left, you can just say time remaining down here. Mm-hmm. We will lose some functionality, but don't worry about that. We are going to fix that later on.
Yeah, I mean, I can put here also time remaining, no?
Yeah, that's another option. Although I was thinking maybe we can move this if statement within the update timer, and we would just have timer now or time remaining here.
Okay. So this whole thing, update timer. Okay.
Yeah, but
no, I'm just thinking of where to put this. So I'll have. Either I need this twice or I put it in a variable.
Yeah, probably creating a variable sounds better.
Something better instead of TS?
Yeah, I have no idea for now, but let's work a bit more on this function. And once we are done with it, maybe it will be easier to name this variable. For now, I don't have a better name, but it's definitely a name that we should find a better name.
Yeah, but here before that, let me just replace it here.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Okay. Now let's look at this now. Let's see how it looks like. Can we look at the actual application now?
Sure.
Okay. And now press the draw card. Oh, okay. It does work. It does work. Great. So now we just have to format it.
Yeah.
But what's weird is why we have this huge number there.
Because it's I don't know why, but it looks like the epoch.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be, right? Because
when you start it,
we are return. Okay, go back to app.js for a second.
So in the time
what we do there is we scroll up.
End of current time.
But end of current time turn is
zero.
Is in microseconds and not in seconds as we assumed in the countdown timer JS. That's a problem because see we are actually passing in microseconds instead of seconds. So we either have to divide that by 1,000 and plus 90 instead of on line 27.
This one?
Yeah, divide that by 1,000 and plus 90. Yeah, let's try it like this. Okay, and now draw a card. Oh yeah, that looks much better, and we just have to floor. See, and now it's counting down from 8 80, 79, like it's actually doing the counting that we need. We
just from 90, and I guess you'll want this to be 5 minutes or what?
Yeah, eventually, yes. So it could be 5 times 60.
So we call floor on this whole thing?
Yeah, math floor.
Ah, I wanted to, I wanted to dot floor it. Of course.
Okay. Okay.
Almost.
Almost. It's because we also have to floor in the countdown timer. The TS that has to be floored. And your A is capital.
Yeah. I'm expecting it to fix it for me, but.
And it works.
Starts from 88, but okay.
Yeah. Probably it's just if you change the set interval to 100 instead of 1,000, probably it will be more realistic. On line 13. Let's look at it now. Yeah, now it's
89.
Yeah, because wait, but it should. Why does it start with 89 when we changed it to 5 times 60? Or haven't? No, we didn't change it yet, did we?
No, we just still at 90.
Okay. So I guess it starts with 89 because the second you make, or maybe instead of floor, you ceiling. So round up instead of down, because now it's actually rounding down, and probably that's the problem. So try seal there, and also in the app.js. Oh yeah, there.
That's you. It started 90. Starts.
Okay, now it's good. Okay.
Very fast. It's a very short second, but it's okay. No, it's good.
Well, if you didn't floor in the app.js, because right now it's okay. Can you go back to the app.js for now? Okay, just remove the mat seal from here. We don't need it actually. Wait, not there. Oh, undo. That's not where we need to do that. And actually, this should be floor. This should actually be on line 27.
Oh, this was something else I changed.
Yeah. And on line 27, remove the mat floor entirely.
Okay.
Okay, and go back to countdown timer for a second. And now, yeah, try it now. Now it works.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right, so what's next? Yeah, we should format this so that it's not counting down seconds, but minutes, seconds.
Okay, but let me check something before that. Let me just try to see what happens when it reaches 0. So,
okay.
Where do we have here's the 90. So let's start with 3.
10 seconds or 3, fine. 2, 1.
Okay.
As expected.
Yeah. Okay. And so now you would like to format it here.
Yeah, and basically, well, how should we do this? One way is to like take TS and just divide it by 60 and then use the remainder as the seconds.
Yeah, but then you have to put the 0 in front of the, if it's small. If it's 1 digit, then you have to put a 0.
But if you do, so maybe I can take control for a second.
I don't know. Okay.
So what I would do
Let's
here
see if it works.
is I would say this is
so wait a second. What can you do on my computer now? Just to make it clear. Can
anything.
You
But you see what I do, so you don't have you are not going to be surprised. So what I could do is oh wait, what? Okay, const, and I'm going to say S for now. We are going to name this variable properly, don't worry. And then
well, I already started with the TS, so
yeah. And I can say like DS 60, and I'm going to math floor like this. And this doesn't seem to work, so I'm just going to remove that part. Oh yeah, because I can actually have to use this kind of, no?
Yeah, single tick. Oh, back.
And does this work? No, it doesn't. Oh, sorry. So I'm not sure about how that is supposed to work. Oh, come on. I always try to use my.
I mean, you're. Wait a
what
second.
happened? Can you go back to the editor?
Yeah,
for me?
found it.
Okay, so actually, no, like this. It doesn't work. Okay, then I'm gonna use a different strategy and just say like this.
Yeah.
And then I can say DS 60. And that actually should work. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's just see if this works. I'm giving back control because this is weird.
Yeah, and I have two screens, so I have no idea what I mean, where you, whatever, what happens there. Okay, so this looks good.
Yeah.
What happens when we reach 9 seconds? Tension. What is that?
I think when it reaches 60 seconds, it will switch to 0. Oh,
that's
God, really? Okay.
That's what I was talking about, that it's gonna be.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Here, this looks okay.
This looks okay.
But,
yeah.
but here you'll have to, where was it? Here we need an extra 0 if it's less than. So I can move like this. This is.
Oh my God.
This is horrible, right?
This is so horrible. And you actually have to say it's less than 10. Yes. Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay, so this is genuinely. This is
because there's no printf in JavaScript, right?
Yeah,
because with printf you could easily do this.
Okay, let's see if we can do this with printf, because this
isn't there a printf actually in React? I mean, I'm expecting it to have.
I'm pretty sure that there is printf in JavaScript or TypeScript to begin with. So
wait a second. Let me try this. Draw card.
Printf.
What happened now?
Sorry?
I don't know what happened. I put here 73.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, well, probably it's...
Oh, I guess I have a guess why, like, put this whole thing in parentheses, after the, yeah, that part.
The horrible part.
The horrible part. Yeah, then now it works. Yeah.
Okay.
So now it says,
Okay.
now it's actually correct. It's genuinely disgusting code, but it works.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so, all right. So let's look at if there is a equivalent for printf.
I mean, printf.
Yeah.
I think I searched for it a couple of times, but I didn't.
Yeah,
everybody is searching for it. It's like more people asking it than how to get out from VI, which is
yeah. And actually, I don't see. Oh, wait, there is this. I don't know.
Template string. This is
Text formatting.
But that's just embedding. So this. I don't understand what is talking about. So many 10, and then this is just adding it.
Yeah, how about formatted template string?
I mean, we can create a function that does this.
Yeah, we can put that into a function, worst case. So we can actually just create a function for turning seconds into minutes and seconds. So format seconds as time.
Okay.
That would be one function. And then at least we got rid of half of the ugliness.
How do you get rid of half of it?
No. What I mean is,
you just hide it in some other place, no?
Yeah. So what we could do is just take line 8 and extract the whole thing into a function, right? And that would be our seconds to minutes, seconds to time string. Yeah. It's still genuinely ugly, but at least now it's hidden from view. Okay, and now we can actually
we can use black ink for here, and then you won't see it.
Yeah, and one thing you can do is you can inline that S into the set time, so we don't need the S variable anymore because it's just used once. So let's inline it. Yeah. Okay. Much better. Much better.
We could the whole thing we can move into a function.
Yeah. What I'm thinking about is should we maybe move that into seconds to time as well? Although seconds to time is,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That this should be part of the.
Yeah, and actually it's easy because you just say TS larger than 0, then one thing and then the other.
Yeah. So I would say if TS.
No, you can actually use the ternary operator here as well.
Okay, I mean, I can.
You don't like the idea?
No, it's just getting too many ternaries at.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay, let's use if. You're right. It's getting ugly.
If it's nice from you saying that it's getting ugly. I mean, it has been ugly for a while already.
Yeah.
Um,
and then just return that 0. Yeah. Okay, you're right. It looks better that way.
Now the question if it works.
Let's see. No, it doesn't. Why? Oh, because you didn't put the set time remaining.
I need to put the function here.
Yeah.
Second.
Yeah, you need to call it.
DS, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now we have, okay.
Now it's working, okay.
And it also shows it properly. Okay, good.
Okay, and then let's go back for a second. We actually should remove the console log because we don't need it anymore. You can inline the TS variable, which is great. It's one less ugliness. Yep, exactly. And in the seconds time, we can also rename the TS to seconds remaining.
We don't
or seconds, just seconds. And we convert seconds to time.
Okay, rename symbol.
Seconds. Done.
Yeah, refactor it. Okay, good.
Okay, so after all, we did end up with decent code without any one-letter variables.
Mm-hmm.
Probably it's still not the most beautiful code ever with the formatting there, but okay, let's replace 73 with 5 times 60.
70 with 5 times
60. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And how about we do one last thing before we finish this session?
Okay.
Because, okay, first comment this one.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So get whatever, git add, git status, git check in, add countdown timer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What else?
So what I was thinking is now we are all set up for finishing the +5 button, right? Because right now, if you have
it should add 5 minutes to it. So if I draw a card, it gives me 5 minutes. And if I also have a player, I don't know if so this is also, maybe we shouldn't be able to play at all if there is no player, but I don't know. And now if I click here, it should also increase this one. That's what you're saying, right?
That's the only thing I want to add.
Let me try to do this. So there is some add 5 plus 5 plus 5. Okay, so what happened if we use modifier? This is where we use modifier. If the modifier name is +5 minutes, I guess here, if modifier name equals really equals to what was that?
Plus 5 minutes.
Plus 5 minutes. Then we need to do some magic, calling the where is it? End current turn, no. What are we doing? Countdown timer.
So we actually have a state somewhere, end of current turn, and we just set end of current turn to end of current turn plus 5 times 60.
Yeah, okay.
And that's it.
Let's see if it works. So I need a player.
Yeah.
I need to draw a card.
Yeah.
And I need to add 5 minutes. And it worked. And if I skip, it doesn't. It just, okay.
It doesn't do anything, but.
Yeah, okay.
Great. Good.
What happened? Good. Yeah, this is like 10 p.m. now. That for me.
Yeah, it's 9 p.m. for me.
Yeah.
It's a nice time to finish this session.
Yeah. Add 5.
But we're actually getting really close to a functional system, and then we just need to make it look nice.
Okay.
Because now it doesn't look nice.
So just if you once you give me commit bit or whatever push writes, then I will push it out.
Okay, let's do this offline because
it's not that urgent, and it's just a git push thing. Okay, so thank you. It was great. It was much better for me actually that I was typing, and I learned, I think, a lot more, because earlier it was also hard to follow, and I mean you went fast because you knew what to do. Okay, so good, and I hope we can continue next week. Okay, and just reminder,
click subscribe.
Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to, what is the name?
Cup of Code.
Cup of Code.
Yeah.
That channel, the links are somewhere around the video, and then see you next time, right?
Yeah. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.